everybody, it's Tipsy Tuesday.
Who's ready for Tipsy Tuesday? What's it called when you do the chicky, 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 chicky? Look how pretty!
A fun weekly show where we grab our favorite drink. Salud!
Diana!
I see, it's nice.
We take our bras off.
Somebody just wrote chicken.
And we laugh at people from around the world.
Yeah, I want some cheese and crackers. Of course I do.
Sometimes we even have guests.
So put your jammies on.
It's time for Tipsy Tuesday.
Hey everybody, it's Tipsy Tuesday. I'm Dina Blizzard and we are streaming for the first time on Instagram as well. So let's see how that goes. I wish I knew where that was happening, but I guess the world will tell me. So thanks for being here, everybody. It's Tuesday night. We only have a couple of rules. The rules are you have to have your favorite drink in hand. And it does not have to be alcoholic. You have to have no bra on, and hopefully you're in your jams. Two of those I'm not even doing, but hopefully you are, because we feel like by Tuesday, everyone's pretty much has had it. So welcome everybody. It has been basically back to school day. I don't know who is in the middle of back to school week here in New Jersey. Lots of kids went back to school today or tomorrow. Hopefully, this has not been the traumatic week. 3 out of 3, said Carol. This has not been a traumatic week. Hopefully some of you are celebrating. Your children's are back at the school and you can be free again. Life begins again. Who knows? But yeah, hopefully everybody, I know, Tanya, my daughter's first day of college. Good evening, anybody. My kids went back on August 1st. Wow. So check plus a foot split. I went back to work and that's basically like back to school. It's really like Wednesday though, because the holiday. Girl, I have no idea what day it is. So I was very happy when I know it's Tipsy Tuesday, because then I can confirm it is indeed Tuesday. So, that's so weird. I've been back since August 12th. It's so weird. My baby started his senior year today. Oh, girl, you so old. And it's going to fly by. And then I don't know if you've got others coming up, but girl, you're going to empty nest soon. And you're going to be like, what am I going to do with the rest of my life? It's a very exciting time. My middle went to college and my youngest is in middle school, 6th grade. Oh, wow. That's a lot. That is a lot. I know. Feels like Monday. All right, everybody. Well, we have a great guest tonight. You're going to love her. Please put your crowns on to make her feel comfortable, because she is loved by many, and she is in the middle of her tour. Let me tell you a little bit about our guest before she comes on. Originally from Illinois, Pinky Patel is a PTA mom turned creator, comedian, and personality with a fan base of over 5 million. She's best known for her hilarious commentary and viral videos from her glam cave that has garnered over 64.5 million likes on TikTok. And you can catch Pinky at a city near you on her much anticipated tour. So please help me welcome the one and only Pinky Patel. There she is. Hey, Pinky.
Friends.
How are you?
Friends. How are you guys doing?
That's I know everybody said they're fangirling. They're so excited you're here. So
Oh my goodness.
lots of people know you, but give us the lowdown. I know you've got tons of followers and tons of likes and views, but how did you get started from PTA mom to Pinky Patel?
I mean, it helps that I was already Pinky Patel, right? But from PTA mom to this new life, that's always the number one question everybody wants to ask, just because this was not in the cards to be doing what I'm doing now. If anything, I think right now, since I'm in Chicago, it's 8 p.m. We would be gearing up for bedtime, doing all of that good stuff. Definitely not doing interviews, but it started like everybody else with COVID. I channeled all that frustration and all of that angst and just kind of, I have no control over anything. So let's do what do I have control over? What I'm eating, obviously, because that's all we were doing. What I'm drinking, because again, obviously that's all we were doing.
Right.
And then, slowly but surely exhausting all of our streaming options because we were running out of things to entertain us. And so, for a little bit I logged into TikTok and I went in there and I realized what it was, which when everything kind of when everything started in 2020, it was really just musically, right? It was people lip syncing and it was people dancing. And I was like, I can't do either. I'm the worst Bollywood Indian in the world. And so I'm not trying to pretend that I can lip sync or move these hips. I'm not Shakira, so I cannot do that. And so I even like uninstalled it from my phone. I was like, I don't need this. This is garbage. And then, come fall of 2020, all of my girlfriends we're group chats, obviously, right? Everybody's in group chats. We're just trying to stay connected with people outside of the house. And we're all sending videos to each other in our group chat. And I was like, wait a minute, why does it keep telling me to go to TikTok? But it was funny stuff. And so I was like, wait a minute, do you think I could post on TikTok? Because up until then, I was just posting like a random thought of the day on Facebook or, just a little like something stupid. And my girlfriends were like, I mean, I'll follow you there. And so I was like, all right, done. If
your girl squad,
if I only make one person happy, yeah, it was only meant for like my girlfriends here that, I can't see them because we're not in the office anymore. And we just kind of missed that shouting over the wall, the stupid random thoughts of the days. And so she kind of dreaded it after because I ended up quitting my day job to pursue all of this full time. And so I was like, girl, you did this. You encouraged me to post everywhere. She's like, I know, but I didn't know what would happen.
That's so funny.
And it kind of just, I mean, one thing led to another, and we just kind of, whatever happens, we look up how to deal with it on Google and move forward.
So how old are you?
There's no.
You said how old are they now?
My oldest son is 19. He's a sophomore in college. Okay. And my younger son is 12 and he's in 7th grade.
Okay, so you're still in the mix of all of the things with kids. Yeah. And so like was being this touring comedian that you've become, was this on the agenda? I mean, it was one thing to kind of go TikTok crazy, but now you're literally like touring and doing clubs all over. Yeah, no. Like you said, it was one thing. I mean, if it was self-contained to TikTok, that would be one thing. But, when you they tell you should post everywhere, see what happens. And then you post everywhere and the same thing happens. And you're like, oh, shoot. The people are here too. I thought they were just in the TikTok world, but they're here and there and they're everywhere. So funny.
But it's not in the cards, and they both have different kind of outlooks on it. Like my older son, I became a parent with him. I taught him how to become a human being. And so out of all of those things put together, we both were teaching each other everything. So it's not like he doesn't see me as anybody different. He's just like, at least I don't have to deal with your bullshit every day now. You have millions of people that can keep you entertained.
Yeah. And so for people that looks like everybody in the chat knows you, but for the people that are finding you, like you have a crown on all the time, you have your chapstick, you have friends, like where did all that stuff come from? Well,
when I first started making content, I was channeling my mom, which when I get into stories, I'm a big storyteller. And when I get into stories, I'll throw in mimicking my mom because that's how she is in my head. She's the voice in my head, the voice of reason, and sometimes the voice of frustrations, like what would Usha do? And so the voice in my head just kind of, when I tell stories in the office, I would just go back and forth, mimic me, mimic her, mimic me, mimic her. And then my work wife was like, yeah, I think it would be hilarious if you did this on like recorded yourself. and he put it out there. And then my very first viral video I posted this week. I post it once in a while just so it makes me laugh, so I keep posting it. And so, I didn't realize how viral it would go, because for me, up until that moment, I was just living in the bubble that was my real life, which was literally like 3 friends that I have here, not the bubble that was social media that I was like, amassing at that moment. And the video went off, and at the end I had this little like bejeweled comb that I got from Claire's for my senior prom. And then, for my wedding reception. And I had it here, and I just picked it up, and I just put it in my messy bun. Like I would look like Lady Adam Sandler, like I always do. And I just slipped it in, and I was like, don't learn about sex through porno, with like a straight face. And everybody was like, girl, you need a bigger crown. And that week I got 3 people sent me 3 different crowns. And I don't wear them. They don't leave the vagina cave because I don't want them to get ruined. And then the chapstick was just because my husband always complains that I have dry lips. And so when I was waiting at my computer here, this is literally the setup I had during COVID. I would wait for Excel spreadsheets to upload through the network and all that BS. And I would sit here and fidget and put chapstick on, and then, break apart paper clips, just fidgeting. Like, I'm a big fidgeter. And so the chapstick was a fidgeting thing. It was for me to stop fidgeting on camera. So these things and then the microphone was because everybody kept complaining in the comments of my videos, like, we can't hear you. And my gut reaction was, turn your volume up. But you can't say that because you're mean. And so that was like, what could I do? So I saw this one person had a mini mic, and I was like, oh my God, that would be so cute. And so then I got a mini mic, and people were like, oh, we can hear you better. I was like, perfect. It's because I love many things. And so, everything just kind of evolved because it had to evolve. And now it's just a thing. And whenever I do lives of my own, people are like, where's the mini mic? Where's the chapstick? I'm like, they're charging on the USB. Like, get out of here.
There's a time and place, and this ain't it. That's so funny.
Right. It's like the bean soup theory, right? Like, yeah, but you don't have it, so you cannot be Pinky because I don't see the chapstick.
I was going to say, without your crown, without the chapstick, without the being like your mom, do people recognize you in public?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You don't look excited about that, Pinky.
No, so here's the thing. Here's the thing. I didn't realize when I started making content, I'm not wearing any makeup right now except eyeliner. That is the only thing I'm wearing. I rely on the beauty filter, the smooth filter. I don't really care. I pick a filter that looks just like me when I have makeup on, right? What I look like is what I look like when I take the time to put makeup on. And I'm okay with that. I will not lie to you. If I'm wearing a ridiculous filter and I have this amazing cat eye, I'll tell you it's filter 69. Okay. Just go use that one.
Yeah, I got you.
But I literally would, like I said, while I'm waiting for my work to happen on my computer, I would sit here and make content. So, and unless I had a video conference, I wasn't getting dolled up for work. I messy bun, pajamas, oversized. And I was like, well, I'm not going to change to make a 30-second video. My videos have always been one and done. If I can't get it out within the first take, maybe I shouldn't be making a video, you don't need to keep rethinking and so, yeah, I didn't realize that because I was filming just how I look on a normal basis every day, that when I left my home, people would, right. And so in the beginning, it was easy because the pink hair was not there. It was all black. And we were still wearing masks. And so as long as I didn't talk, I was okay. But as soon as and it happened to me at the post office here, I go to the post office to my P.O. box to pick stuff up, and I'm talking to the employee, and somebody behind me is like, oh my God. And I was just like, what happened, girl? I was probably scared. And I didn't register because I'm just speaking, I'm doing my thing. And
your normal
she's like, you're and she's like, you're Pinky. I was like, how did you know this? And she's like, your voice. I was like, are you for real? But you can't get away from that because even though I use an accent, it's still my normal voice. And like now, and then when I did the pink hair, you know, you have the pink bun all the time. So it's like a beacon. And so whenever my hair is down and it's like, you know, I have it kind of within my sweatshirt or something like that, my younger son, because my younger son thinks that we are on this journey together. I'm like, no, I'm on this. We are not on this. You are benefiting. Right. You are benefiting from this journey. Like yes, we are on that part together, but this part, he's like, he loves
that.
this, but
So proud. But what about you? So you mentioned your husband. What does your husband like feel about the whole thing?
I think he's come to terms with it. He's like, this is what's happening. We are doing this. So it's either, listen, you either get on the bus or get run over, you know?
Okay.
And so full steam ahead. We all know, like there's like when we're out in public and if somebody recognizes me, when the kids were young, like, you know, when this first started happening in 2020, 2021, he would take the kids that way. I would take the person this way, do my thing, you know, hugs and kisses, take a picture if they want to, give them what they need because they need it. And then I would go back. But we kind of figured out the system and it's worked so far.
That's awesome. And so is there a time that you remember being like the weirdest time that like somebody recognized you? Like, did it ever happen somewhere weird? Like, I feel like I went for like a mammogram once and like my boob was in somebody's hand and they were like, "Are you Dina Blizzard?" And I was like, "Oh, this feels uncomfortable." Like, nothing?
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, not like, yes, like uncomfortable just because, you know, your Lady Bits doctor and your Lady Bits doctor is like, "Oh my God, I knew I recognized you." And you're like, "Oh my God, you're looking at my Lady Bits." Like, what?
My face is up here. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Look at these lips, not these. What are you doing?
Okay, she said it.
She already knows the most intimate parts about me, like the whole office. And now they have access to my medical records to see how unhealthy I am. It's like, oh my God. I had to go get like blood work done. It's always been medical professionals, like, because they have access to so much information and it freaks me out because it hasn't happened yet, but I'm hyper vigilant about privacy, which I know a lot of people are like, well, you don't really show your kids, you don't show this. Like, I've been showing them recently a lot more, but when they were younger, like when this, again, 5 years ago when this first started, I was like, no, that's weird. Why do you need to see my kids? Like, just know that I call my family members my roommates and it's funny to me and that's it. Like, people would be like, well, why don't you show us pictures of your husband and your boys? And I'm like, because they're mine. Because I'm not a family vlogger.
Yeah. No, I get it. I feel like there's a certain age where you're just like, no. So my son, you know, I used to, when he was old, he's probably in them from like, I would say 14 on, but he went to college and he was on campus and I guess there were like students coming through with like a college tour. And the students were going by and somebody ran up and they were like, "Oh my gosh, Dean, we watch your mom." And he was like, so I was like, "Oh, well, let me show you around campus." Like, he just, I don't know. He was very cool with it. He was also a freshman in college, so it was fine. But it was just funny, you know, like people get to know them. But as long as they're not creepy about it, I'm like, yeah, you can talk to them, you know, but it is funny. All right. So back
far
to
we haven't had anybody be too creepy so far.
Yeah.
Like we did have somebody ask, like we were on, obviously we were family vacation and we were waiting to be we were the next in line and somebody saw us and they're like, "Oh my God, oh my," and I was like, "Oh my God, oh my," like, you know, I met their energy and all that. And you know, my husband takes the kids that way. And she's like, "Oh, we should take a big family picture." And I looked at my husband and I was like, this is where he has to say no because I can't be the bad guy. Like,
yeah.
I can't be the bad guy. Like in all situations where
did he pick that up? Did he pick it up?
No, he did not pick it up. And we ended up taking a picture. And so they have a family picture of us. And like, I hope that there's no voodoo hoodoo stuff happening with it or whatever.
Yeah, no. Yeah. No, what's so funny, Pinky, is that I feel like I just met you, but I feel like you could meet a girl for 5 minutes and then go to a party together and be at the party and not speak, look across and be like, and you'd be like, and you could just communicate with your eyes. But you could also be married to somebody for 20 years and be doing stuff with your eyes. And they're like, what are you saying? I don't know what, just tell me. And you're like, how do you not?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think men speak that language.
I have, well, especially because, like, you know, when I first started posting heavily, we were like, we had an understanding, like, we're not going to post them, you know, that's separate. They didn't ask for this. That's not fair for them. If I can't do this on my own, then it's not worth doing. Like, I'm not going to use them for views and stuff, you know? And then as it got to be, as the train was going and going and going, and everybody was like, oh no, this is the for real thing. Oh my God. You know, we had to have these hard conversations. And one of them was, I'm not going to post them. And if I do, because let's say I want to share that we went on a family vacation, like, I literally, all of my stuff is done outside of apps. I don't do anything in the apps because I like to put like stickers on faces and all of that stuff.
Okay.
And I do it within my, like, the gallery of the Samsung phone, and then I will upload. That way there's like that for me, it adds a level of that kind of security of, if some creepo does decide to take a screenshot,
right,
it's not just, oh, everything was organically created in that app, and so it could be peeled back, because a human being made the app, so a human being can figure out how to pull the layers off if you do it all. Listen, this is the IT Indian geek brain coming out.
I never thought about that, but I guess you're right. Interesting. Good idea.
You got to make it hard for the creepos. You know, you got to make it hard for them.
I'm on board. That's so funny. So I have so many questions. Sorry. So we asked about your husband, the crown. So the crowns, the chapstick, your friends. Is that something your mom says, friends?
Yeah. So, you know, every time she went, so I'm originally from Connecticut, and then transplanted to Chicago after I got married. And so when she would come to visit, especially once the boys were born, you know, she would spend like a week or two here, spend time with them, me, whatever. And then, but in that time frame, my life didn't stop. So I would still hang out with my girlfriends. They would come over. We'd have, you know, barbecue, stuff like that if it was summertime. And so the next time she would come over, or the next time I would talk to her after that visit, she'd be like, Binko, how are your parents doing? So it just kind of, that's how she would, you know, if she were to make social media posts, this is what she would do. This is how she would.
What does she think about your posts?
She thinks in the beginning she didn't really realize what I was talking about, but then once aunties explained it to her in town, she was kind of appalled, and she tried to yell at my younger brother, and my younger brother's like, why are you yelling at me? Yell at her. And I just looked at him and I was like, how did you rat me out? And mind you, we're like, he's 36 and I'm 40. Like, this is the age gap. Like, it was literally 5 years ago.
Yeah. Everybody has that.
I was like, how did you just throw me under the bus that is our mom named Usha? Like, that's so rude.
Yeah. No, I just got off the phone with my mom. My mom is 78. I'm 52, and she still yells at me like I'm 5. I'm like, I don't know what you think is going to change in this car. I'm 50, 53. 2?
Yeah. It's like, Mom, we both have diabetes. Okay.
So
we both have high cholesterol.
We
both have the same diseases now. Okay. Like, there's no way. Exactly. Like,
at best, we're like long-term girlfriends, but this is not. You got to stop with the yelling. I can't. So somebody said, low key, she looks like Pinky Patel.
Oh my God, I get that all the time.
All right, so tell me how has the transition, because, you know, so I've been a stand-up for, I don't know, 23 years, and then got into social. So mine is the opposite journey. But like, how difficult or easy has it been for you to kind of go from this to now doing live shows? Like, was that daunting for you? Was that easy for you? Like, how does that transition go?
I get nervous diarrhea right before every single show. So the day of a show, I cannot eat anything. And so for the first tour, it was okay because I had a lot of matinee shows, right? 3 o'clock shows, perfect. Have dinner afterwards. I don't eat breakfast anyways. Perfect. But then for the second tour, they're like, "Oh my God, let's do small theaters and let's do nighttime shows." And I was like, "Are you kidding me? I'm not gonna be able to eat all day." And so I would not eat all day, or if I did, I had like it. I had figured out what I could eat that would give me the least amount of GI issues that day. But even then, they were not gone. It was just the least amount of GI issues.
Yeah.
And so for this third tour, I was like, "Can we please put matinee shows back on?" Like, first of all, my women love matinee shows because it's in the afternoon. You can go to dinner afterwards and be at home reading your literature by 9 p.m. Like, it's the perfect combination, right?
Yeah.
And also then I can eat because I still get nervous diarrhea. It's not that I'm scared that I'm going to forget what I'm going to say. I just want to make sure that everybody's having a good time because they paid money to be there versus my social media, which is free for them.
Yeah.
And so I don't want somebody to regret spending $30 coming to my show. And so it's that pressure that I put on myself. Like I write the show, I do the show. And then when I have the break at the end of the tour, I write the show and then I do the tour. Like that's how I do it. And I know what, based on my social media content, I kind of know what my audience wants to hear, which is literally every time I get together with my girlfriends at ladies' night. And that's how I treat my shows. I treat them like we're getting together for ladies' night and we're just shooting the shit and we're just complaining about life. And I'm like, here's what my life is like right now.
I love it. So how often are you touring? So you're in the middle of the tour right now. Like how long will you tour? Oh, it's toward the ends. So like how long has this tour been going on versus like how long you give yourself to write the next one?
So each tour was like the first one was 12 months, and then the second one was 18 months, and then the third one 18 months. So started this not this September, but last September. Yeah. And I'm going to be done in November. So that'll be the 18-year marker. And then we'll see when they start up in the spring, because then I'll have the next show written then during that winter break.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Wow.
I do it differently, and I've learned that I don't have to hide it. I feel others just have to accept it. Like, it's okay that I don't feverishly write jokes out for 30 minutes every single day. Like, that's not my style. My style is a little bit different. I sit down and I'll start journaling, or if I'm at the airport, I'll just take notes, and then throughout the year, I'll take a look at all those notes. And because the one thing my team has told me is, Pinky, all they want to know is about your personal life, because you don't post your personal life on social media. So this is a way for you to use your social, like you can have that intimate commentary on your personal life. And now it's worth it because these are the people that actually want to get to know you.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, so what if I did, so every time we have something going on, or I have something going on, I'll write my observations on it, and then I'll revisit it, every few months to see if it's worth talking about more. Like, do people not know about volunteering and community service and all that kind of good stuff? Maybe they don't. They think it's really hard. Is it hard? I don't know. But you get what I'm saying, like stuff like that.
Yeah. That's funny. So now do you ever kind of, because how often are you posting new things? Are you posting every day?
Yeah, I post at least 1 or 2 videos every single day.
And how do you ever feel like pressure to so during the pandemic, I was posting 1 video a day, a lot. Well, sometimes it was live, sometimes it was edited, but I would do like 2 minutes every day. And I really got overwhelmed because, during the pandemic, not everything was funny. And I was like, I don't think anything's funny today. Like there were certain days you're just like, none of this shit's funny. And then I was just like, well, I'm just going to be honest. Like, are there some days where you just have a hard time kind of trying to find something funny or ridiculous? Like, what do you do when you're kind of stuck?
I kind of, because knowing that that's going to happen, right? What a lot of people forget is when it comes to social media or stand-up comedy or whatever the job, it's still a job. At the end of the day, it's still a job. And so you have to kind of you have to keep that mentality of, well, this is the job that I have to do and I have to get it done.
Mm-hmm.
And you just have to, I don't know, you have to have that level of discipline. Like, do you get what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
even,
no,
so
get it.
So if I'm on social media today for 3 hours, right? A lot of people would see me and they're like, "Oh, you're just scrolling on social media. You're not really doing any work." And I'm like, "Au contraire."
Mm-hmm.
Part of my job as a content creator, because I've built that niche for myself, is taking stupid things and stitching it with my own reaction, right? Which is, let's face it, that's what a stand-up comedian does, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so some days I'll hit a jackpot and there'll be a lot of bullshittery on social media that I can comment on, and some days there won't be. And some days I'll have a burst of energy and I'll be able to make 5 or 6 Usha advice videos.
Mm-hmm.
And some days I won't be able to. But it's about banking when you have the motivation and not worrying about, well, I can't post this because it's not relevant. And I'm like, it doesn't, it's all relevant. Like, you're not talking about anything profound here. You're not reinventing the wheel. Like, you could talk about the same shit every single week, which people do, right? Like, you're like, we're talking about this again? I thought we were done talking about this.
Yeah.
But it's because they're banking content, like, you have to know yourself.
Let me ask you this, because I think it's funny, right? Like, so people follow you, people follow me. There's lots of us creators out there. I have been, if you were to look at my Instagram feed, Pinky, it's so weird. Like, I love hearing what people are following. I'll go first. For some reason, I'm obsessed with octopus videos. Like, any video that has octopi in it, just doing anything, or fish that are hiding in the bottom of the ocean. I also went through my beekeeper phase where I was obsessed with beekeepers. Now I'm obsessed with videos that take tiny insects and like totally zoom in on them until they're microscopic. Super weird. But like, even I'm like, this is concerning. My feed is concerning. Like, are there people that you follow that you're like, this is weird? I don't know, but I'm obsessed with it. Like, what's in your feed that you're watching?
Oh, I mean, are we talking about
the weirder the better? Hit me.
Okay, so on Instagram, there's this, I don't know the accounts because I'm really bad with following accounts, but because I know that the algorithm is going to pick up on what I'm pausing on. Right. And so I'm like, do I really need to follow them? The algorithm's going to take care of me, so I don't, anyways. And so there's this one account, and I'm pretty sure it's AI generated because it looks definitely AI generated, but it's a bunch of like those, the chickens with the hair. And like they have like arms and they have like, I posted it once or twice and I was just like, or that was one of them. And then another one, again, AI generated video. It was a match. It's vegetables pooping. It is the most ridiculous thing in the world. It is like AI vegetables pooping. Some people are like, oh my God, do potato next. And there's like mashed potato coming out of the spud's butt. It's You said the most ridiculous.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, why am I watching this? Like, I know people watch me because I'm funny, but I'm watching a potato poop, and I don't understand that. Like, what is the quality that I'm looking for? You said the chicken one. There's one where they'll show you a video of like a whole bunch of chickens, right? And the chickens there'll be like 3 chickens, right? Just dancing. I don't think they're dancing. I think that's just what they do. And then the next video is humans dressed up like chickens doing the same thing. Do you have any idea what I'm talking about?
No,
Okay. Pinky,
I need
it's
to
a
find
thing.
them.
It's going to show up because now we're saying it on Instagram, but you'll just see like 3 chickens, like real chickens just doing, right? And then there'll be a whole bunch of people. And like for like this thing, whatever this thing is called on the chicken, somebody will get like a sock and fill it, but then tape it to their face. And so they'll come up with these costumes. See, Marta was like, yes. And so they will come up with these costumes that make it look like, and then they'll do the same thing. It's the most disturbing and yet mesmerizing thing you've ever seen.
That it's like a train wreck. You can't not watch it. That's why I'm watching these AI vegetables pooping. Like I'm like, how did you even like the corn has like so many different styles of pooping, and I'm like, same bro, same. I have so many different diarrheas. You don't even know. Like, perimenopause.
It is. It's just too much. And I'm like, how did this happen? I literally saw a video where there was a ram that just kept hitting this woman in the butt. And no matter what she did, she got up and the ram would just hit her again. And I couldn't stop laughing. Or like pandas that fall over and the pandas just keep falling.
Oh, the pandas are funny. Yeah. They're like little marbles going down the hill. You're just like, what are you doing, man? You're gonna get hurt.
I know.
But they fall so gentle. And then I realized I also fall gently like a panda. Like I fell the other day, and everybody was like, the woman that I was working with, she was just like, I didn't even know you fell until the customer said something, and the customer was like, oh my god, you're falling. And as I'm falling, I was like, I know, girl. And
how did you fall? Where were you? Where were you?
I was moving a box of tile around. I was doing community service, moving a box of tile around, and I thought I had calculated the space that I would need for my frame to go around certain things, and that didn't happen. And as I tripped and was falling this way, like I said, the customer was like, "You're falling, girl." I was like, "I know, girl." And then I fell so gracefully that the woman that I was working with, she was like, "Pinky, I didn't even know you fell." I was like, "I know. I wasn't gonna say anything."
All right, so
like,
there's my girlfriend is named Missy Hall, and she's another comedian. She said she opened for you, I think, when you were in Delaware. She's a very funny comedian. I had her on my morning show this morning, and we were talking about people falling. I'm like, so we both just flew back from California, but on separate flights. And she said, Dina, I was at the airport and an old man fell, and I literally locked eyes with this girl, and we were both like, do not laugh at this man. And she's like, perfect stranger. And same thing, like you get perfect stranger, be like, don't do it. And so we were talking about falling. Pinky, just for you, I'm going to show you this video. So this is from my friend Missy, and this is from her Ring doorbell. Now you've met her before. I wonder if you'll recognize her. Here we go. That's Missy.
Oh
Did
my
you recognize
god! Girl, it's your face.
So she was coming home and she literally face plants, but at the very end she kind of comes up and just like dumbfounded. Like it's so she's fine. She didn't get hurt. But I literally keep it queued up because whenever anybody's having a bad day, I just play it and it just makes me laugh. But we were just talking like people falling, as long as they're fine, is the funniest thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah. We've yet to determine if I'm fine.
Yeah. It's never not funny. All right. So let me ask you this. If you could do anything, so you've had your success with TikTok, now you're touring. Like if Pinky Patel could be doing anything, what would she want to do? Like what's the end game if you could choose it?
The end game? I think I would like to do something worthy enough that in a few years I could maybe become a motivational speaker to help motivate others. Because what I've noticed that we lack in our communities here and maybe all over the world is we don't have true sense of women helping women. Like I don't see it as much as everybody always touts it on social media. And it just in simple things like the outrage that we're all feeling right now because we're going through something so profound, like cougar puberty is a real thing and nobody really talks about it. Nobody ever says this is what happens when you're approaching cougar puberty. Like you're going to want to murder people. You're going to want to do things that you've never even thought of. Like you're not going to be able to eat foods that you've been eating since, before inception, like all of those things. Like, and we don't tell each other things. And it's this sense of like this big gatekeeping and like, no, if we helped each other, we could probably be so much more powerful.
Yeah.
Instead of having this like competitive mindset, like as if, and so I want, so obviously you have to start somewhere, right? If that is what you like, that is what you want to do. And so in hopes of getting there, what I would like to do is as I go and do these shows, I would love to continue to do shows, right? And I love doing comedy clubs because it's more intimate. I get to see the faces of the people that are supporting me. I get to, when I go back to clubs, I recognize the people because they continuously keep getting those, the front row VIP tickets. I'm like, girl, you didn't have to. Like, we're good now, like, I love you. I know you're here.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Like now that I feel more comfortable, because the first tour, terrified, stranger danger, what the hell? I don't want, like, I don't know if you're
Kendra hashtags.
Right. And like, a lot of people, because I make content sitting in this chair, don't realize that I'm a petite person until they're standing right next to me. I must have heard it so much from the first 2 rows during the first tour, like, oh my God, I didn't know she was so tiny. Because they don't know, because they see me. I'm 5 even.
Oh, I'm like 5'10". I usually get the other side where people are like, I didn't know you were so tall.
Yeah.
It is, right? I'm
Well,
like, I know on the screen we're this big, but in person.
I know. I'm like, I know. I was 3 inches for you. Look at it. Like, I'm so tall now. But like, I would like to, like, maybe now that I feel more comfortable traveling, reaching out to the people that come to my shows and having dinners if I'm available, right? Because what else am I doing? Might as well connect deeper with people and maybe, motivate them to do something, anything, whatever that thing is, because I don't think we've been motivated. Women haven't to pursue their own interests and hobbies. And they were told that all you are is you make babies and you make a home and that's it. And I'm like, no, what do you do when those babies go away to college? You have a plan? Do you have a plan for sanity? What are you going to do? Like, and that's my, like, I just want to get to that point. And, and then last year I started taking better care of my health. I'm not 100%. Nobody can be 100% because of the society we live in, right? Like, if you're trying to tell me that I can't have ice cream once a week in the summer, are you crazy? That's rude. Okay, so I'll be good 75% of the time. If that means I get, my serving size of ice cream, which is more than enough anyways, like everything in moderation, right?
What's funny that you said about women talking about the things that are going on? I can't tell you how many women are deathly afraid of tomatoes. Like they've crossed over, and a bunch of women I know are like, we can't eat tomatoes anymore. It is basically a death sentence.
Yeah, it's acidic levels. Yeah.
They were like, we can't. They were like, keep the tomatoes away. And I was like, I do not have that. I have other afflictions, but that is not at the top 10 of my afflictions. But apparently
they might also not be able to do lemons. You should check that out too. Tomatoes and lemons.
Well, I don't want to brag. When we're talking, so we do a dine with Dina. So when I'm touring, we'll like get together and we'll have dinner. But I've also taken women to an underwear shop, and I've also taken women to a bourbon tour, and maybe 9 other trips. So they're fun. You should do them. We did. So coming out of the pandemic, coming out of the pandemic, we had a nice following, and everybody was like, we've all met each other online. Why not meet in person? So we started doing these tours all over the country. We just got back from Quebec, and it's a whole thing. But it was great, and people get to
I love it.
and it was so lovely. And most of them wouldn't kill me. Not all of them. I'm not positive, but somebody said no lemons, limes, tomatoes, or kiwis. Kiwis are out. I didn't know.
Kiwis are out.
I
You see
know.
what I mean? If we don't share this type of knowledge with one another, we can't afford to gatekeep things. We can't afford to be like our moms and our grandmas and our aunties. We have to lay it all out on the table. And we have to be like, you know what? Your butthole's going to hurt once a week now. That's a different hole that's going to hurt now. Okay. It is what it is. Get you like an ice pack or something.
Yeah.
Let's
Coming.
We can't be shy about these
It's
things.
coming. Now, here's what's so crazy. So you're 40 now. Is that how old you are, Pinky?
I'm 45.
45. Okay. It's fine. You're going to be okay. So I think I'm turning 53 at the end of
Amazing.
September. And I am always amazed by the fact that the Golden Girls were in their 50s. And I am trying to
Right.
get used to the fact that I will not be setting my hair. Like I just grew my silver out. I'm not planning on
Yeah.
getting it set once a week or put that weird thing on my head when I sleep.
Yeah.
And so, you know, we all got to just start, you know, like let the grays go, let them loose and just be, this is what 50 might look like. And you can be fine with it and you can do whatever. But I'm a big fan of just talking about all the things that are happening. So on behalf of everybody, thank you for talking about it. You and that lady that has the We Don't Care Club. Awesome.
Oh, Melanie. Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
great.
Melanie. I love her. I call
Yeah.
us Baby G's within the We Do Not Care Club. Baby G's. Baby G's are baby geriatrics.
Oh, am I a baby geriatric?
Yeah, we're
It's-
baby geriatrics.
Well,
Who
you're
think we're
not.
gangsters?
You're 45. You're 45. You're not baby
No.
geriatric.
Anybody who's in perimenopause is a baby geriatric.
Mhm. All right,
Yeah.
I'll take it. Did you hear about the fart lady, the fart walk lady? Because she's one of our besties.
No.
Oh,
No.
girl. Look up
Short
Google
walk lady.
Google fart walk. So there is a
Are
great
you going to
friend.
mess up my phone?
Yeah, I'm gonna mess up your feed and then look up octopus. But if you look up fart walk, you'll find her. She's Canadian and she's lovely. And she went on again during the pandemic and started talking about how her and her husband after dinner go on a fart walk. And she talks about the importance of fiber. She has like a degree in like home ec and she's like really into like cooking and fiber and how important it is. You would love her. But basically just fart walk until you die. And
Yeah.
she's pretty awesome. You would like her a lot. Yeah. We've met some fun people.
I know what she's talking about. We take diabetes walks. That's
Yeah.
where we're at right now. Yeah, we
Now-
take the
now, are
sugar
you
walks.
Here's what's interesting. Are you like way diabetic or are you like pre-diabetic? Because people are throwing around pre-diabetic like it's candy now. Everybody's pre-diabetic.
Well, pre-diabetic is when your A1C is like F5. And then diabetic is when your A1C is like 6 or 7. So it's really close. There's
Very
like just a small window between. Yeah. And so no, I was, with the way that I changed my eating since last year and with the walking and with my weight loss and all that, I have been able to get off of 2 of the 3 prescription medications I was on.
That's
So
awesome.
metformin being one of them. Yeah, I was like, I need to get off of this. This cannot. I was already last year at that point on it for 15 years. And so I was like, it's about time we get off. I can't, I'm destined to live until 80. I can't still be on metformin. I can't have liver failure.
No.
And so and so now I'm trying to get off of the Synthroid.
Good for you. Somebody said, Shakendra said metformin is the devil.
Yeah, it is. It is. Like I at this point I would rather just die being in a coma. Like it's the worst thing in the world. Like if my body is not naturally producing the things that it needs to produce to survive, that means my body does not belong on this planet. Like maybe I wasn't destined for great things. I don't know.
Kendra said I took myself off metformin. Are you allowed to do that? It tears up your stomach. Wow, look how many people. That's what I'm telling you. I feel like everybody I know is pre-diabetic now.
Yeah, they give metformin out like it's freaking Tic Tacs.
Wow.
I swear to you, because it's the easiest, it's the cheapest drug to push to everybody, and
I literally have never heard this word before, and everybody is talking about it in the chat, Pinky.
Metformin?
Yes, they're all talking about no.
Yeah.
That's metformin is
That's
horrible.
that's the guy. When you're pre-diabetic, that is the first thing doctors put you on is metformin. And then what they like to do is they jack you up and they tell you to take like the heaviest dose, which is like 2 tablets in the morning of 100,000 milligrams and 2 in the evening. Don't even get me started. Do not get me started. Okay.
Girl, don't get me started on a metformin rant.
No, I
stopped too. Ellen said not a good drug. So outdated.
No, it's not.
Wow.
It's not.
Yeah.
That's why, like, you know what? I had to, like I said, I had to look at how I was eating everything and like what I was eating and stuff because of all the health issues. But now that I'm where I am, I'm gonna fight tooth and nail to not go back there ever.
Wow. That's really crazy. They do hand it out.
They don't tell you this stuff.
No, apparently not. I literally have never seen the chat light up so crazy as when you said metformin. Mm-hmm. And then, it lights up when you talk about marital underwear too, which is a whole other thing. So I went through a divorce 3 years ago and I did my whole like slutty montage of clothes when I went back on the dating app. And my girlfriend, so I'm getting changed and she was like, what's this? What are you doing? And I was like, what are you talking about? She goes, why are you have to get, you can't wear marital underwear under these slutty clothes. You have to get dating underwear. It was a whole thing. And so I went on a journey to get rid of my marital underwear. But I tell everybody, like, even if you're married, you need to spice it up. You need to get rid of your marital underwear. If you have nude underwear, get rid of it. Stop it. Get new underwear. When's the last time you bought new underwear, Pinky?
I got a 5-pack. Like a few weeks.
Okay. Just so you know, a pack of underwear, unauthorized. You are not allowed to buy underwear in packs anymore. That is the number one rule. I can't believe you.
Why not?
Stop it.
Why?
No.
They're DKNY.
Girl, stop it.
They're DKNY.
Pinky,
you're satiny. They feel nice on my bum.
I will find you on Friday and I will bring you underwear. You are not. Stop buying underwear in packs. Somebody was like, I was just at Costco. I was like, stop it. No one should be buying underwear at Costco. Stop.
Why
Pinky?
not? What's wrong with it?
Pinky?
You need cotton down there. The undercarriage likes cotton.
No, packs are not allowed. Stop it. I'm going to listen. We're very into underwear here. You need to be able to buy one at a time, and it's going to be special.
I hope Philly is into underwear.
Oh, we're very into underwear. Packs are not allowed. No. And Soma. Okay, I love Soma underwear. Soma doesn't know it, but I am their unofficial spokesperson. They're not paying me, but I love. Have you been to Soma before, Pinky? Because that's where I took my friend. Girl. No. I will meet you on Friday and I will take you to Soma and we are going to get you some new underwear because you need it. And it's nice and it's comfortable, but it's a little bit sexy, has a little bit of the lace. Your husband will be like, what's happening? He'll know something's up. I'm just telling you.
Maybe.
So wait, Lorene said, have you been to Philly before? Is this your first time through Philly?
No. This will be my 3rd time performing in Philly. The first time I performed in Philly, I was at the club. But then the last time I was there, they had me in a theater like a small theater downtown.
Okay.
I don't remember where. I know that's horrible.
Have you had a cheesesteak?
Have I what?
Had a cheesesteak.
Yes, I went to where all the stadiums are.
Yeah.
And there's a little cheesesteak place right there underneath the bridge. Johnny, I have to look on my phone. I will have to look on my phone. I have had cheesesteak. It was pretty good.
Geno's or Pat's. That's it. Wait, there's another one. Jason, what's the other one? There's one that's also pretty well known, but I might have to come pick you up on Friday and take you for a cheesesteak.
You know, I'm in Philly the whole
It'll be a
weekend.
cheesesteak and underwear trip. I'll be like, Pinky, get in. You'll be like, where are we going?
Skinny Joey's. Skinny Joey's cheesesteak.
No. So you've never have you gone to the art museum to see Rocky? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. You did? You're lying.
We drove
Okay.
by it.
This is your lying face. Okay, I just met you, but I already know your lying face. So listen, if you want me to pick you up and take you on a proper tour with underwear, cheesesteaks, and Rocky, I will be happy to do it. So it's up to you. It's a very specific tour that not everybody offers. So just put it out.
It's a very unique tour.
It's a very unique tour, and I don't offer it to everybody, but you seem fun. So just letting you know, I'll be bopping on Friday. I have to leave on Saturday for a trip, but it's important. It's important you should have it on while eating a cheesesteak and standing next to the Rocky statue. If you're up for it, let me know. Let me know what time your flight arrives.
I will.
Well, listen, Pinky, it has been such a pleasure. You're super fun. Hopefully everybody
Great. I love you.
has fallen in love with you like the whole rest of the nation has. Pinky will be performing at Helium this weekend. Make sure you check out her schedule. I know Michelle has been posting links as well to how you can find Pinky, follow her on. So do you all push people to your Instagram or your TikTok? Is it the same content? Like, where would you suggest people follow?
It's the same. Whatever platform people are comfortable with. I'm everywhere.
You're everywhere. Everywhere you want to be. Yeah, I'll be holding a sign up at the airport that just says, Pinky, it's time for new underwear. And then you'll be able to find me. And Pinky thinks I'm kidding, but I would do it. So yes, tour dates at pinky-patel.com. Michelle's posting it now. I'll Instagram before TikTok. Yeah, so everybody's got to find out where they feel comfortable. My son and his girlfriend gave me Soma for Christmas, but not the underwear. I would die. You should try it. Lorraine said her shows are at 4:00. Those are the best times, Lorraine. You can be in bed by 8. You'll love it.
Yes.
You'll have a great time.
Yes, in your pajamas, reading your literature by 8 p.m.
You would love it. Yeah.
That is a guarantee I can give you.
So listen, Pinky, thank you so much. It was so fun meeting you, and I look forward to following you on and all of the things. And look up the Fart Walk lady. Let me know if you want to.
I'm going to.
I'll be around on Friday. I think Friday's morning show should be an underwear run. I'm game, Pinky.
Oh gosh.
Who knows? Let's see what kind of trouble we can get into on Friday morning. Well, thank you so much for joining us. You were super fun, and I wish you all the best this weekend. And everybody, thanks for joining us. Hopefully you got a nice laugh and got introduced to Pinky. I'm sure lots of you are already following her, but if you're not, you should be. And check her out because she will be in Helium this weekend, and then some other dates coming up. So make sure you check out her website. So thanks to Pinky and Michelle for putting it together. Have a great night, everybody, and a blessed night. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. I'll see you.
Thank you.